Prince Charles and Prince William have met with world leaders in Glasgow during the COP26 climate change summit. The Prince of Wales and his son have taken on more work during the conference after Queen Elizabeth II was forced to miss it due to doctors' advice. Now, Prince Harry has made sure he is part of the climate change plan after welcoming delegates of the Centre for Compassion and Altruism Research and Education, CCARE, into a conversation about climate change. CCARE tweeted, "Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, welcomed Realising a Compassionate Planet delegates to a conversation related to climate health and mental health, facilitated by Dr. James Doty." Over the years, the Duke of Sussex has launched a number of initiatives tackling the climate crisis, and has previously described it as one of the world's two most pressing issues. Richard Eden claimed the 37-year-old prince and his wife Meghan Markle would have hated not being present at COP26 due to the high-profile platform it offers. In a recorded video message for world leaders, the Queen praised her son Prince Charles and her grandson Prince William for their contribution to the climate debate, and their environmental activism. Speaking of Harry's response on the MailPlus podcast Palace Confidential, diary editor Richard Eden said, "They will have hated not being at COP26, I mean just the chance to talk to the whole world with Prince William there." One thing, in the Queen TMS speech, which I think will have been genuinely hurtful for Harry, was no reference to him. The Queen talked about how her husband TMS environmental concerns were being built on by his son Prince Charles and his grandson Prince William. No mention of Harry, even though the environment is something that he TMS felt very strongly about through the years, has spoken about, and he TMS even launched initiatives like Travalyst to try and do something for the environment. So I think that will have been hard for him. The 95-year-old monarch was originally due to attend the COP26 summit in Glasgow but was forced to regretfully cancel her trip after receiving medical advice to remain in Windsor. Instead, a recorded video message was played to assembled delegates at an evening reception on November 1st. Both the Prince of Wales and the Duke of Cambridge, alongside their two wives, were in attendance and had been photographed with world leaders, such as US President Joe Biden and German Chancellor Angela Merkel. Both Charles and William have conducted a number of engagements throughout the week, which has included attending Stella McCartney's sustainable fashion show, meeting Earthshot Prize finalists, and hosting meetings with world leaders. The Duke of Sussex is also a passionate advocate for sustainability and the environment and has given several speeches on the matter both during his royal career and post-Megxit. He also called for a post-COVID reckoning moment for people to start tackling the climate crisis, which he linked to mental health. The Prince is also president of Africa Parks, a conservation group that works to protect natural wildlife and ecosystems in Africa's national parks. Harry and Meghan have previously come under criticism for their use of private jets. In the summer of 2019, they took 4 private jets in the space of 11 days, which included visiting Elton John's home in the south of France. The Prince has defended these trips, saying that he flies commercial 99% of the time and launched his own sustainable travel company, Travalyst. Prince William and Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, were part of the royal delegation at the COP26 climate summit in Glasgow earlier this week. With climate change and environmentalism causes close to the Cambridges' heart, their social media channels have been busy in recent days. Several posts of the Cambridges in Glasgow have been shared on Instagram, showing the couple as they chatted to delegates and environmental figures. Many of the pictures posted on the Cambridge's official Instagram account this week have been promoting William's Earthshot Prize Awards initiative. The Earthshot Prize Awards, which took place for the first time earlier this autumn, sees people awarded 1 million grants from the Royal Foundation to assist with tackling climate change. Among many snaps posted by the Cambridges this week, a particularly poignant photo has drawn comparisons to 2 other famous royal figures. The picture in question was captured when Kate and William had their backs turned to the camera while they met Earthshot Prize finalists. The Duke and Duchess caption read, "Fantastic to finally meet the Earthshot Prize finalists in person at COP26 UK." This week at COP we will showcase their incredible innovations to repair our planet. The Earthshot Prize finalists will also meet members of the Prize TMS Global Alliance, some of the world TMS largest corporations, philanthropists, and not-for-profits who will provide unparalleled support to the prize finalists to help scale their solutions. COP26. Royal fans may have made comparisons with the Cambridge's picture and another posted on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's now unused Sussex Royal Instagram account last year. The account posted a picture of the Sussexes attending the Mountbatten Festival of Music at the Royal Albert Hall, with both Harry and Meghan dressed in red and facing away from the camera. Holding hands, smiling and gazing into each other's eyes in the snap, the Sussex royal picture attracted more than 1 million likes on the picture-sharing platform. Brand expert Nick Ada told the Daily Mail, "This behind-the-scenes almost candid image is one that we have associated with Meghan and Harry's most famous images. We have seen behind-the-scenes shots from pop stars coming off stage to actors taking a bow, etc. These are always candid moments that have an enduring appeal and bring a human touch to the image, which is something Meghan and Harry have done on numerous occasions. This image creates a very strong narrative, and I think we can expect many more of these types of images to be released in the future." The Cambridges are notoriously private about their relationship, opting not to hold hands in public or discuss their personal lives with the public. But there have been signs in recent weeks that Kate and William are now more willing to show public displays of affection. The official Cambridge Instagram account shared some behind-the-scenes snaps from the Earthshot Prize Awards back in October, which are perhaps evident that the Cambridges are now putting more of their relationship under the spotlight. With all of the pictures posted in black and white, one snap showed Kate and William smiling together as they walked through a curtain. And another sweet snap saw Kate placing a protective arm around William, as they smiled at each other while speaking to attendees. Sarah Ferguson has been hailed as a different person since the events of the 1990s, which gained her a negative reputation with the press and the public. Despite being incredibly damaging for the royal family at various points, the Duchess of York has rehabilitated her image, and has now established a close relationship with the Queen. Richard Kay said that in recent years she has been a fantastic support to her ex-husband Prince Andrew, as he faces sexual abuse allegations in the US. Speaking of her position now with the monarchy, Mr. Kay told True Royalties The Royal Beat, "She has also been incredibly damaging and dangerous at times over the years, but she's a different person today." When asked why the public remains supportive of her, he responded, "I think she's resilient, she bounces back, she's got that very winning smile and enthusiasm, you can't fault her energy. I think people who have been worried for Prince Andrew, and there are people who are worried about him and his welfare, she's been fantastic for him and supporting him behind the scenes. In the same way of course that he has supported her through all her ups and many downs. I mean, she's still living in the marital home even though the two of them are no longer man and wife. There is something about Fergie which is hard not to love." Prince Andrew has consistently and categorically denied all allegations made against him by his accuser Virginia Giuffre. In a civil case filed in New York, she has claimed that the Duke sexually assaulted her on 3 occasions when she was 17 years old. Now aged 38, she is seeking damages for the significant emotional and psychological distress and harm caused by his behavior. In a pretrial court hearing on Wednesday, U.S. Judge Lewis Kaplan said the trial would take place in the autumn of 2022. During a visit to Poland in September, the Duchess of York made it clear that she was standing by her ex-husband, saying, "Divorce is one thing, but my heart is my oath, my obligation." She praised Andrew for always being supportive of her, and spoke of their close relationship despite separating in 1992. And then you could come with, "Why aren't TMT you remarried?" "Because we don't TMT believe we support each other like pillars of strengths with the honor and integrity of truth. He was so good to me when I went through absolute, abject hell. He unquestionably stood by me. It TMS not a tit for tat. It TMS just, I know who he is." Don't miss. Over the last 4 decades, Fergie has been embroiled in a number of scandals, most recently the Cash for Access sting in 2010, where a journalist from News of the World recorded her offering access to Andrew for a financial sum. Following its exposure, she was ridiculed by the press and was not invited to the 2011 wedding of Prince William to Kate Middleton. She also courted controversy during the 1990s, after a photograph of her sunbathing topless with American financier John Bryant kissing her toes made the front pages of British newspapers in 1992. Prince Philip was reportedly furious and demanded that she never returned to Balmoral. Despite this, and her numerous financial struggles, she and Andrew have remained close friends and currently reside together at Royal Lodge in Windsor. The couple had first met as children, but were reintroduced through the late Princess Diana in 1985 at the Ascot races. They married in 1986 and welcomed 2 daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, before separating due to Andrew's commitments to the Royal Navy.